What's going on, guys? It's Jamie here from the FM Hub, back with another tutorial here on FM Scout TV. Today we're going to be looking at how the current ability and potential ability work and how you can use them effectively in the Football Manager 2016 editor. First off, we are in the editor here. We're going to start off by going up to File in the top left corner and loading up our database. This will load up our most recent database that we've been using in Football Manager 2016 so we can start to edit it. What we're going to do then is on the left hand side there's going to be a long list of things that we can search for. We're going to click on clubs and we're going to find whichever club you like. Really, you adapt this however you want. This is just for example. We're going to look at Manchester United. We're going to double click on them and we're going to have a look at their staff and players. Now we're going to be presented with lots of players and lots of numbers, which may seem a little bit confusing. We're going to start off with the current ability tab. Now the current ability number is formulated by using a wide variety of variables such as the player's stats. Now most of the player's stats are considered to reach this potential number or this number out of 200, but there are a few stats that are not included. These stats are aggression, determination, flair, natural fitness, free kick taken and penalty taken, and for goalkeepers, rushing out, tendency to punch and off the ball. All of these stats do not count towards your current ability, and actually if your player trains up in these stats it actually takes away points from his overall current ability. So you can train up a player using a training regime and try and specialise, and you can eventually get his current ability to be much higher. Now, the most confusing one of all comes with potential ability. If we sort by here, we can notice that we've got some players with minus 95 and these confusing numbers, minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6. What do all these numbers mean? Well, it's important to understand that, first of all, it's important to understand that a player's potential ability does not mean that they will actually hit that potential. A wide variety of factors actually go into determining what this number, and different variables will affect the final result. So, a player's potential ability is set using a negative number which then correlates to an ability up to 200. Now, these minus 5 and minus 6s, they all use different brackets. So, as you can see on screen now, these players fall into different brackets. Now, that goes as follows. If a player's ability, for instance here, we have Andres Pereira. He has a minus 8 potential ability. That means his potential ability is going to be between 130 and 160 points. So that's for minus 8, and the brackets are as follows overall. Minus 1 means the player will reach a potential of 1 to 30. Minus 2 is a potential of 10 to 40. Minus 3 is a potential of 30 to 60. Minus 4 is a potential of 50 to 80. Minus 5 is a potential of 70 to 100. It keeps scaling up then. Minus 6 is 90 to 120. Minus 7 is 110 to 140. 8 is 130 to 160. 9 is 150 to 180. And then minus 10, if you get a player who's minus 10, then he's going to eventually hit an ability of 170 to 200. Now, like I've said, it's important to understand that this does not necessarily mean that your player will definitely hit this level. There's lots of variables that go into deciding if this player actually hits the level. And for instance, if you get a player who has a minus 10 potential ability, which is 170 to 200, if you don't have the best training facilities and all the best situation for this player, you won't actually hit that 200 level. So things that are important to consider when having a youth player and making sure that they hit their potential ability. First off, you have match experience, making sure that they are playing in first team football or are out on loan and developing as a player in the first team. Also things like personality, you can actually control it. If you have a player who might be a bit temperamental, that could really stunt his growth. Of course, his training regime is important. Make sure he's training to the best of his abilities. Isolate in key games in this area where he could improve, help him overall as a player get much better. The club facilities, you've got to have good training facilities and good youth facilities to help these youngsters come through. Also, consider finding a strong first team player and trying to get him to tutor some youngsters. That can actually help improve their determination and work rate. Lots of mental stats can be improved with effective tutoring. Also, last of all, is fitness. Sometimes you just get youngsters that are always injured or don't have good conditioning. What can you do about that? Actually, nothing a lot of the time, apart from putting them on a lighter training regime. So these are all things that you should consider, and it's important to understand how current ability and potential ability work in Football Manager 2016 so you can help make decisions on signing players and hopefully have a better understanding of how a youth player actually develops. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. Any more tutorials that you would like to see, even little tidbits like today, I would love to hear your guys' opinion. I'll be uploading a new video very, very soon over on FM Scout. If you have not already, go subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/the FM Hub. Link is in the description, and my Twitter at twitter.com/FM Hub. I'll catch you guys very, very soon. Goodbye for now.